Reporting live from the depths of the ocean, it's El Pastor. Ladies and gentlemen, traders, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another Relentless recap. Red day and a decent sized red day today, man. I'm a little disappointed in this one in particular because today I tried for smaller size early and I got destroyed. I sized up still just a little bit, not too much, in comparison to my full size, but got destroyed, man. Got destroyed. Left out early. Ended up missing the strongest stock of the day. Just a disaster. So we had a couple of stocks on our watch list as usual, right? We're utilizing Momo Pro to find all our stocks to start the day. And, the day started off like the usual, right? We came in, we did our due diligence. We're coming into the open. And we started off, let's see here. We'll come to the account statement. We started off at LAES. This is the first one we traded. LAES, as we can see here, coming into the open, a bit of a continuation play, continuation mover. It wasn't too bad. It was a little choppy to start, but ultimately the move was a little slow, and I thought the stock was pretty heavy, right? Early, a little chop, but come times around 940 here, when we finally broke over this level of 178 and our attempt of two, the stock felt a little heavy early, and I think a little bit of that continued into this move right here. Granted, though, we did get from 184, or let's rather, what's the high? 184. We pulled back to 180, a couple cents, and we did go. So there's a bit of a baby pullback in there. It's just disappointing, man. Like, if we pull up the archive, let's just take a look at the archive here. Some of these stocks, they're trading so poorly right now. Hard to gain a rhythm, hard to really connect. Are we preparing for a nuclear winter after the hot stretch that we saw recently? I know there are some traders who are doing well. They're trading some very specific names. But a lot of us who are trading these, average, usual names are not really doing as well. So right hand side of the screen, LAES, as we come into the open, you can just see here like how thick the level 2 is. There's a bunch of big bids, a bunch of big sellers just scattered throughout. The volume pretty high, which was good, but it just made the tape a little hard to read. Like right there, right from 80 down to 72, areas like that, instance like that made it much more difficult to get involved. 64 right there for the low. It ended up coming back down to double bottom. Like if we skip ahead here, right, let's skip ahead, and now let's come back. So initially I tried 72, and this is part of the trick with the opening range area, is that sometimes we do respect the lows, other times we just sell off, right? This one ended up respecting the low. I tried right above 70. It came down. There was a bid here. There was a bid 64. Was it 65? Let's see how this played out. I believe some of the shares got filled, or I could be I could be a little mistaken here. Let's just skip ahead and see. And okay, this is different. We skipped ahead a little bit of a different area, but we're back down at the lows, and there is a massive bid, but you can see my focus is already on a different stock. Stuff like this does get me from time to time, but let's see. I'm curious as to if this held up or not. With this big bid, did we hold up this level or did we sell through? We can see some shares are being filled. There's a little bit of red on the tape. Some shares are being filled, but there's a multiple orders here. 175, 339, 16,000. So it held up nicely, and I'm nowhere to be seen here, not looking at it, right? So that did happen. TRVI, sadly, I think sold off after that first move. PALI, and I did see some green. It's so interesting because I started so small today and ended up getting some green. But I think sticking to the guns was the right move, which was to not be aggressive. Yes, I could have been up maybe 1K to like 1500 with size in the start that I had, but I think it was better to just stick to the small size. Let's see, PALI. How did we lose here? So we bought VWAP, watching for the whole dollar to hold and reclaim right here. We're in tight stop. There's 0304. So right here I'm like, okay, let's kind of give it a chance. Tight stop. But my stop, which was basically break even or just 1 or 2 cents. Again, we saw 04. I'm thinking this thing might just hold up, right? So I stopped out of this trade, cool. Got back in below the whole dollar. Right here, 03, 04. I'm like, okay, maybe a quick retest of 3, and then, can we get back to 4, 5, 6? The moment I'm like, okay, let's just get out of this thing. It's stuff like this definitely does catch you off guard. I'm losing 14 cents where I thought I would have been flat in a trade. And then that, boom, puts me down very quickly on the day. That was PALI and how I lost on that one. TRVI, we saw, let's see. So we had this candle up here at 40. Did I lose before that candle? Looks like I did. Okay, looks like I lost before that candle. Come back a little more. Was this all in the move up? And this stock I could have jumped on a little early. It was a high of day breakout down here that I took, like 380 something. Small size. It went up a little bit. We had a high of 39. I fumbled this dip just a little bit. I sold the bulk of my position. I wanted to add back sub 10. And I should have just took it right there. I should have took it right there. I think moving my eyes off the level 2, you can see right here. Oh crap. Right here, I'm gonna go from 500 shares up to 1500. And stuff like that can definitely cost you, which is what I think is gonna happen here. So I move my eyes. I then now look back and there's some red hitting the tape, so I'm not, not quite in full sync with the dip and how it's moving. When I should have already noticed, hey, this thing did not break down, jump in quick. And you can see from 10, there's 18, and then 28. Trades like that, can't miss those type of trades. Can't miss those type of trades. And that ended up going to 47. I think I attempted break of 50 because I'm like, man, this thing might just keep going because, sometimes they do. $23 dip. I took VWAP dip. Sold some, sold most, and then, this one kind of just, I think I took a loss buying again, trying to get the relief balance out of the flush out, but it was a little too soon. You can see I'm trying like the low of the consolidation area, but completely obliterated. And remember, 410 earlier was support, not this time. We overshoot the landing zone before it curled up, so that's how we gave back on that one. And then on the penny stock TRUG, the pullbacks here were just way more than I anticipated on most of the moves. Hold on. Jeez. So I had my small size doing well. I'm like, okay, let's size up a little bit. And it got over 80. Sometimes you can't lose sight, man, of these things, especially when we're not in that hot market. They're not going to just keep going. I'm a little reluctant to buy here, which I should have bought. Just, give it a chance above 80. I didn't take it. Let's skip ahead 30 seconds. We got to, I think, well, okay, that might have been the first candle where it held up. Okay, yeah. This first candle is where it held up 80 and then ripped up to 84. The second time now, I bought 80 when it came down. And you can see, not the best. So there's 84. It's going to come down a bit. I'm like, okay, let's not buy 83. Let's not be too aggressive. Let's wait a little bit. So I bought right there around 81.40. I'm in. And I'm still a little early here. But I'm giving it, I didn't sell right away because I wanted to give it the chance to curl. And in this area is where it comes below 80. So the last time when I should have took it, I didn't. This time it doesn't hold. And I'm getting the absolute worst fills at 78. The 5-minute candlestick at this time was looking good. So I'm going to attempt to dip a couple more times. And I don't think, let's see here. I don't think these were bad trades per se. So we had 78 this time. I'm in. Hold up. I think I tried for like 77. Tried for 77 right there. You can see I'm in 78.4. I guess it's not awful if we can get the bounce back to like 81, 82, but and I think this is, I keep making this mistake because I'm so convinced that the stock will bounce that I'm not taking the gain. I'm not taking this gain here. This could have at least brought me back. So I think that was a pretty slow sell compared to what I could have done. Try it again for 77 area. It flushed down to 75. And this is how I started taking the losses. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, if it flushes down again, more than likely at this point now, we can see at least a curl. So I waited for the next flush out and for VWAP and got blazed right here. The moment I'm in, it got cooked. Gosh. I think 68 ended up being the bottom there. From 68 to 71 to then 73 for highs. So it was red 600 between all the scratch losses and then another $700 loss there. Not good for the calendar, not good for the month. Getting cooked out here. Boiled in oil. Now, I don't feel any type of way mentally. Like, it's just a little annoying to not always be green because, I think everybody would want to be green every single day, every single month, every single week. But the main thing for me is to not go so far to where I go red. I think we're on the right track, which was the size down today. We happen to just not be part of losing and being red, regardless of size. Forget size, right? For a little bit. Size is just the amount you can be green or red. Being green or red really comes down to accuracy. And that's what has been killing me here is the accuracy. And so when we add in this $1,400 loss, on the month, if we were to just look at December 1st to today, detail, after today's losses, we're going to only be up like 2K on the month, right? Why did none of that work? Forget TraderView, to hell with this. I don't even, this damn platform. TraderView used to be, it's still simple. It used to be so much more quick. And I guess this is the millennial inside of me, that when I do something like that, I expect it to just go, and because they changed it, it's quite silly. When in the last version of TraderView, if you just click on that first day in that column for that month, or in that box, let's say, it just gives you that onwards. Like, why change that type of functionality? I have no idea. But anyhow, that's regardless of the point here. To hell with TraderView. We're talking about the inaccuracy here that we've been seeing, right? So, it's only a matter of time before the deck is once again reshuffled. The cards are reshuffled. We're seeing some more sustained momentum, some more uptrends and just clean opportunities. And I did miss out on GOEV. I think this was definitely a stock I should have been paying attention to. This one ended up going from 14 cents, I think 13 cents, up to 28. And I saw it in pre-market. I think I saw it, but I'm like, it's pretty cheap, and I didn't bother because it was like 9 cents. But perhaps that was a mistake, or maybe I didn't see it at all. One out of the two. But after the open, there's no excuse. I could have been paying more attention to the chat, to the scans, and I could have saw this thing, man. This right here ended up giving a phenomenal opportunity. You know, 100%. And if the price action was good on this, this just like that, 10K day on this type of stock. But tomorrow again, smaller size. Tomorrow again. It's been a great year and everything, but right now we're in the depths. So anyhow, take care, stay safe, stay green. I'll catch you guys later.